Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we pull back the curtain on the financial world, and today we're looking at Us Energy Corp, and a filing that is less about a big splash and more about keeping the record straight for something important. So what is the big news here? It is not a new product launch or a massive merger. Instead, US Energy Corp is filing this report primarily to update some paperwork related to a registration statement. Think of it as getting all your ducks in a row for potential future activities. And who is signing off on these updated documents are their auditors, Weaver and Tidwell LLP, and also experts from On Point Resources Incorporated. These updated consents, dated the 26th of November 2025, are being filed to confirm their approval for their previous reports to be included in the company's registration statement. This includes the report from Weaver and Tidwell LLP that covers their financial statements for the 31st of December 2024 and 2023, and the report from On Point Resources Incorporated detailing their estimates of oil and natural gas reserves as of the 31st of December 2024. Essentially, they are reconfirming their stamp of approval for information that is already part of their annual report filed earlier in 2025. Now, let's talk about who Weaver and Tidwell LLP are. They are the independent registered public accounting firm for Us Energy Corp. Their report, which is being redated and refiled here, originally dated the 13th of March 2025, essentially validates the company's financial health as of the end of 2024. This means they've looked at the books and signed off on the numbers presented. For us, it is a signal that the detailed financials we saw in their annual report are still considered accurate and reliable by their external accountants for the purpose of this new registration. Similarly, On Point Resources Incorporated is involved. They're the ones who assess the company's oil and natural gas reserves. Their report, originally dated the 8th of January 2025 and also being redated here, gives a snapshot of the company's valuable underground assets. This kind of information is crucial for an energy company, as it directly relates to their future production capabilities and therefore their long-term value. By updating their consent, they're reconfirming that their assessment of these reserves, projected to the 31st of December 2024, remains valid for the company's registration plans. It is worth remembering that US Energy Corp. Stock is traded on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol USEGS. This means their public financial reporting is important not just for regulators but also for investors watching their performance, while this specific filing isn't a treasure trove of new financial numbers. It is a procedural step that supports the company's ability to, for example, issue new shares or engage in other corporate finance activities down the line. The consents also confirm that both firms agreed to be listed under the expert section in a prospectus that will be part of this registration statement. This is standard practice where the experts who provide specialized reports for public companies are acknowledged. So looking at the bigger picture here, this 8K filing is less about revealing new financial performance and more about reinforcing the credibility of existing information. It is a signal that US Energy Corp is actively managing its regulatory and disclosure obligations. They are ensuring that the foundational data about their financials and their core assets, as reviewed by independent experts, remains current and appropriately consented to for their ongoing corporate activities. It's a background task. A bit like tidying up your professional references before a big interview. Putting it all together, what does this mean for Us Energy Corp? They are clearly operating with a commitment to transparency and compliance, reinforcing the validity of their financial reporting and reserve estimates. This focus on solid documentation supports investor confidence. While this filing doesn't give us new performance metrics to analyze, it's a positive sign of good corporate governance in action. What's ultimately important for investors is the underlying strength of the company's operations and assets, which these updated assurances indirectly support by ensuring that the validation of that data is up to par. Alright, that is our quick decoder on this US Energy Corp filing. What is your take on these procedural updates and what they might signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts and any questions in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, hitting that like button helps us reach more people. And subscribing ensures you don't miss our future deep dives. And don't forget to join our growing community on Discord. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.